Hello all, welcome to my channel. It has been a while. Today I'm going to do a reaction video to several small late night segments attacking Tucker Carlson. I am a big fan of Tucker's and that's probably an understatement. See this? I sleep with this every single night. So that gives you some idea of how much I adore this man. As an avid viewer of Tucker Carlson Tonight and his programs on Fox Nation, I have avoided videos attacking or mocking him like the plague. I Google him regularly for what guests are going to be on, what topics he'll be discussing, when a new docuseries is coming to Fox Nation, and I run into a lot of hate on Twitter, a lot of hate comments on Twitter, not directed at me, but of course directed at Tucker. And there's a new hit piece night after night, several hit pieces actually, floating to the top of my browser searches. I absolutely lost my shit when that guy approached Tucker in the fly shop to tell him he was the worst human being ever. Like, literally, I saw a darker side to myself, and it scared me. I can't help it. I see a YouTube comment that makes me upset, I see a Twitter comment that makes me upset, I'll be on there all day, like, responding angrily. I call myself Tucker Carlson's pit bull, and the thing is he doesn't need one. And that's why I wanted to preface this reaction video by saying I am fully aware this is not the way to react to jerky strangers on the internet. It is pointless. Tucker does not need me defending him. He is already batting 1,000 by crushing critics with his ratings alone. I just thought it might be kind of hilarious to see my unhinged reactions to critics attacking him. So my suffering in this video is for comedic purposes. That said, let's dive in. Okay, here we go. I'm actually anxious to get this over with.
There is some confusion about who exactly was at the Capitol on January 6th. Was it really a gang of white supremacists?
The crowd was overwhelmingly white males. Some of them would try to recruit me. One of them came up to me and said, "Are you my brother?"
One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd joined in screaming, "Boo!"
What crimes under the U.S. Code have they committed?
U.S. Code, Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 113, B as in Brown, Section 2331. The term domestic terrorism means activities that involve acts dangerous to human life that are a violation of the criminal laws of the United States to affect the conduct of a government by mass destruction, assassination, or kidnapping.
So what exactly was the FBI's role in January 6th, and why can't we know?
All of them were telling us Trump sent us. Nobody else. There was nobody else. It was not Antifa. It was not Black Lives Matters. It was not the FBI. It was his supporter that he sent them over to the Capitol that day.
Okay, that just already I can tell what this is going to be like. Their credibility just falls apart whenever they do a compilation like this. So, to the first thing that they were saying about it being white supremacists, they didn't prove with any of their testimony that these people were white supremacists. You can say something racist and not be a white supremacist. You can say the N-word and not be a white supremacist. When Tucker asks what crimes were committed and this guy reads off a list, it's all as if they were domestic terrorists. And I don't think that you could say that this was a terrorist attack. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next clip and see what that's like, because it's already driving me nuts.
You said Fox News has no vaccine mandate. But according to Newsweek, the company requires unvaccinated employees to submit to daily COVID testing. Is Fox News denying the civil liberties of its employees by being stricter than President Biden?
I don't know. I mean, you should probably ask Newsweek. It sounds like they've got a pretty precise handle on what's happening. If someone asked me, have you had the vaccine? Are you circumcised? Would be my response. What's your favorite sexual position?
It's none of your business.
How often do you have sexual relations with your wife? And
Tucker, I'll answer all those questions for you.
But I'm just saying. Okay, you got me there. But the point is, no, please don't. No, please.
They love to make fun of Tucker's laugh. It's like all they have left. They have nothing left. Because obviously, he's impenetrable. Like, whenever you ask him a direct question, he answers it. And whenever you ask him a stupid question, he laughs. And they're like, oh, he's laughing because, like, he doesn't really know what to say and he's embarrassed and they got him. And it's like, no, he's laughing because you're a moron. This next one, I think, is from The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, who's about as funny as cancer.
We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier. What is hate speech? All cultures are equal, except that they're not all equal. What is a white supremacist?
Well, I'm, like, extraordinarily loaded just from, like, money I, inherited. Right. I've never needed to work.
What precisely is privilege? Our civilization is superior, and we need to defend it. What exactly is a nationalist? Our leaders are weak. If you let people spray paint obscenities on City Hall, pretty soon they are overturning cop cars. Weakness invites aggression. What is a fascist? There was no physical evidence that George Floyd was murdered by a cop. What exactly is this disinformation? All right, I gotta go. You should stick to the thigh-high boots. You're better at that. Is that sexism? No, this may be a lot of things, this moment we're living through, but it is definitely not about Black lives. And remember that when they come for you, and at this rate they will. Who exactly is the fear mongrel?
Iraq is a crappy place filled with a bunch of, semi-literate primitive monkeys.
Who's the racist here?
Oh God. Okay, I don't even know where to. It's like I would have to pause this every 5 seconds just to get it all of this garbage. It's all taken out of context. 90% of it was like dry humor, which Democrats just don't get, and sarcasm, which also nobody else gets. Like, I don't even know where to start. That one just made me cuss. Just like, oh God. Let's do the other Jeopardy clip because I'm starting to get overwhelmed with the idiocy, and I almost can't take it anymore.
The Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate. I have less political power because they're importing a brand new electorate. What is a white supremacist? How do we get out of this vortex, this cycle? How do we save this country before we become Rwanda? What is white rage? Climate change is like systemic racism in the sky. You can't see it, but rest assured it's everywhere. What is a climate change denier? How precisely is diversity our strength? Do you get along better with your neighbors or your coworkers if you can't understand each other?
No,
what exactly is a nationalist? So it turns out that this white supremacist insurrection was, again, by the government's own admission in these documents, organized at least in part by government agents. What exactly is this disinformation? Isn't crowding your country the fastest way to despoil it, to pollute it? What exactly is racism?
All right, let's go to the last one. How you'd imagine Tucker, Swanson, McNear, Carlson might laugh. They like to make fun of his laugh because, like I said, that's really all they have. They don't have any substantive arguments. I think his laugh is so cute. It's adorable. He's so full of just energy and joy, and they just crush that and squeeze that out of him. So, play on this and see how I feel about this.
What the f*** is with this guy? Who is he?
That's how. Okay, well, that's how. It's just his effervescence and his joy for life. It just kills them. That's all I can say about that. It's funny that they think that that's something to be embarrassed about. I'm just so sick of hearing the same things. And Tucker's right when he says that certain accusations lose their power when you just do them over and over and over again. So fascist, white supremacist, racist. Understand that when you're losing an argument, that's when the name calling comes up. When you're calm, when you're collected, when you're laughing like he does, whether you think that's ridiculous or absolutely adorable, that's when you're in control, and they just hate that. They want to get him kicked off TV. And, I think that's probably going to happen at some point because you can only, buck against the system for so long before it eventually eats you, and unless he retires, I can't foresee him avoiding every single attack that comes his way, like I hope that he does. And we don't need that world. I don't want that world. I want a world with Tucker Carlson in it, with Tucker Carlson Tonight and Tucker Carlson Today and Tucker Carlson Originals. Don't go anywhere, bae. I love you. Sarah loves you so much. America needs you, Tucker. We need you. But mostly, I need you. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this reaction video and you'd like to see me react to more Tucker Carlson attacks, you can leave a comment below, give me a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.